Hey guys, welcome to Dream Chasers Radio. You can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Vimeo, Roku, Amazon Fire at Yaya Diamond TV, and of course, Roku, Yaya Diamond TV, 100.9 FM, iHeartRadio, 1580 Talk AM on iHeartRadio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We got a great show for you. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so like getting in shape is like my thing because you can't see the bottom half of me, but I got rolls, y'all. I got rolls, but I don't have as many rolls as I used to have because I've been working on it. But this app, this whole thing, it's called Shape and Foster, and they actually like contacted me, and I contacted them, and I actually love it. And the next person is kind of like the face of Shape and Foster, and I want to welcome him to the show. Please tell everybody your name and what inspired you to do this.
How you doing, Yaya? My name's Callum McGuigan. I'm the community founder at Shape and Foster. I am delighted to be here. I'm thankful for you having me on the show. That was quite an introduction you just said. I don't know how you remembered all of that. Like, that was super, super impressive. If you were a superhero, I think that memory would be your superpower. It was pretty amazing.
Thank you.
So basically, like a little bit about me, I've just started a new company called Shape and Foster. There's a massive backstory to it. I can get into it later if you wish. But essentially, it's a lifestyle development app that brings 6 experts in the one place. So you have monthly actionable insight from a nutritionist, a personal trainer, a financial planner, a life coach, a mental health professional, and a yoga instructor. And every single 30 days, as a member of the app, you have like a course or a program, essentially, video to watch. The videos from each of the experts last 15 to 18 minutes, and it basically takes you on a 12-month journey of lifestyle development.
I love that. I mean, you said the first one, it was like, what? What?
Yeah, exactly. There's lots.
Wow. So you have like every aspect of the physical and the mental covered, but I do want to go into that backstory because mean, the first thing you said was sex, and that just kind of got my attention. But I mean,
no, not sex. Sex. The number 6.
Oh, 6. Darling, I thought you said sex, darling. It was like, what the heck was going on?
No, that's my accent. I'm from Scotland. I've lived in Canada for 14 years, but this accent is not going anywhere. I'll try and speak a little bit slower, but no, six experts.
Okay.
Not sex experts. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. But that really got my attention, so I know that got your attention too. So, but it's not 6, guys. It's 6. The number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So, but the 6 experts. Even if it's not sex, but if it's the 6 experts, tell me, a little bit about that backstory, because I don't think I get the full picture without that.
Right. Cool. So essentially, I owned an events marketing agency in Toronto for 11 years. I started with $4,000 in capital, completely bootstrapped, grew it from $4,000 and being the sole owner, all the way to still being the sole owner, but doing $4 million a year in annual revenue. We listed twice on the Growth 500, which is Canada's fastest growing companies. We had lots of success. The first 9 years, I absolutely loved it. The last 2 years, I stopped enjoying the work. It was becoming kind of a bit more tedious. The opportunities that were coming our ways, I just didn't feel good about it. It was like RFPs for like big tobacco, quick service restaurants, and I kind of felt like, who am I going to impact? I'm not going to be impacting anyone if we win that business. And if we win that business, I have to take it because it's the name of the game, right? It's marketing. You're a small business and you're trying to get to the next level. So about 2 years ago, I kind of stopped enjoying the work I was doing. That coincided with my own personal development journey. So I am Scottish, as I've said. I love alcohol. I like to drink. It's like part of the kind of heritage. Essentially, I got to a position about 2 years ago where I wasn't drinking a massive amount, but every 2 weeks or so, I would be out and I'd be home like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm,
I was just kind of drinking, like binge drinking, like a couple of times a month, essentially. And I had myself and my wife had our first kid. Like he was 2 years old at the time, so there was times that I was like coming home and like an hour later he was waking up, and I just didn't feel good about that. I didn't feel good about the road that I was going down. The kind of changing point for me, and this is about 2 years ago, was I had a big night on a Saturday night. I went to take him to like a kid's rugby practice like the next day on Sunday morning. I'd
mm-hmm,
really been looking forward to taking my son to this. And he get him in the back of the car, and I shouldn't have been driving. I mean, I wasn't over the limit, but I'm sure my awareness was down. I was tired, and I actually was driving. I had like an anxiety attack at the wheel. I had like a full-on like panic attack essentially. I got to rugby practice with him, and there was lots of other parents that were fully engaged with the activity. They were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and that's who I like always thought I would be as a parent. That's what I want to be. So it kind of like was a massive moment for me, and I basically at that moment stopped drinking as
mm,
excessively. Like I didn't touch alcohol for 4 or 5 months after that. Maybe in the last 2 years I've maybe drank 4 or 5 times. It's just something that I've completely kind of eliminated. I then started to hit the gym, get more in shape. I hadn't really been in shape for a good few years,
mm-hmm,
and lo and behold, less alcohol, better physical fitness. I started to be happier.
mm-hmm,
My patience started to improve. All of these side effects and knock-on effects that I wasn't anticipating. So that was really the start of my personal development journey.
mm-hmm,
Um, Started prioritizing family more, and then really the culmination was during the breakout of coronavirus in March
mm,
2020.
yeah.
My business started to not do as well. Obviously, many businesses were affected, but I wasn't enjoying the work anyway, and I kind
Mm,
of realized that this was an opportunity for me to get out of that business that I wasn't enjoying. And it was like the final kind of nail. It was the final part of this journey that I had been on to kind of get out of the work I wasn't enjoying and to start something new, start a more positive
mm,
professional journey for myself. So I
mm,
was able to actually sell the business in July, and then started to start and launch and think about Shape and Foster. Shape and Foster, I mean, really is a amalgamation of my personal development journey and something that I am really like interested in and passionate about, and like my entrepreneurship.
mm-hmm. Wow. I'm so sorry about that. You know, there is such a wonderful story behind this, but the story was your story and how you can outreach to other people. You
Hmm.
know, when you think about other people now, what is your goal for those people that come to Shape and Foster?
I mean, as you know, yeah, like you're part of the community. You've been in the app, you've been checking it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, obviously, you're learning from experts. So six, you're learning from six experts. So
Yes.
they're all providing actionable insight.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give you lots of information that you can use to better your life and to improve your mental well-being and your mental wellness. But in addition to that, you're also joining a community of like-minded people, a community of people. There is a massive social media aspect to the app, as you know, where you can like people's posts, you can
Mm-hmm.
ask the experts questions, you can be part of live interviews and discussions. And so what you're also really getting from it, what I think people are going to get, I think they're going to get increased knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to really improve their life, but they're also going to be part of a community that is just really positive
Mm-hmm.
and has a real positive kind of nature around it. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
not like people are going to be coming in hot off of Facebook and like disagreeing with something that their auntie said, and they're all hot and bothered and they're all
Mm-hmm.
pissed off.
Yeah.
Like that's not happening. It's everyone is there for the same reason, and it's to learn, it's to be open, it's to be vulnerable if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's just going to be a real positive atmosphere in the app.
I love that. I love the positivity. Of course, I love being
I
positive.
know, there you go.
So I love positivity. I love actually being positive. I love the fact that we can all be positive together. But the biggest thing that I love is that you have someone to go to who is not going to kind of like badger you and go down
Right.
and and be like that person that points their finger at you all the time. So it's going to be that person that's going to try to help you through whatever you're going through at that moment. Are there any confidentiality agreements that are going on here before someone actually comes into the program?
No, there's not actually, and that's because there's not really any one-on-one. There's not any
Okay.
one-on-one opportunities with the experts.
Okay.
They've created programs and they've curated programs that are unique to Shape and Foster, but essentially all members go through the exact same programs.
Mm,
Programs are not unique to your cause or to your case. They're all about. I
mm.
mean, we couldn't simply do that. I couldn't have like potentially 2,000 members in the one place, all getting one-on-one time with a life coach.
Yeah, that's
I
not
just
it's not possible.
I can't bankroll that. It's not
Right.
possible.
Yeah.
So as far as confidentiality goes, there's not really a need for it because everyone is. It's kind of the information is almost one-way traffic, and then it's up to you how much you put out there in return.
Awesome. Awesome. So I had just one more question.
Yeah.
Financially speaking, people want to know how much it's going to cost, and do you have like a
Yep.
free trial?
Yep. So great question. 100%. So you got a 14-day free trial.
Hmm.
Anyone that wants to check it out, they got a 14-day free trial. The reason of that is I want as many people to literally stick their head in, have a look around, see if it's for them. So try before you buy.
Awesome.
If you like the 14 days, the cost of membership is $299 annually. So
Hmm.
$299 for an annual plan. If you choose to go monthly, it's $29.99. So the
Hmm.
annual plan is essentially 12 months for the price of 10. So
That's
you
nice.
kind of get 2 months for free there essentially. And
Right.
I know that $299 may have a little bit of sticker shock and completely understandable. If you look at like going through just the mental health program or just the life coach program,
Even the
and you,
financial program.
even a financial program, like all these programs together accumulated, you're looking at like
Yeah.
five to $10,000. Like it's a
Yes.
massive. To do these individually would be massive. So
Hmm.
there's an opportunity to do them all at a fraction of the cost, and to be part of a community as you do it.
You know what? I think people don't really realize this. Okay, so when you go to the store every day and you spend a dollar, right? You spend a dollar. You go to the dollar store and you spend $1.07 here in the United States, and
Hmm.
you go every day. So, but for 299 days, you don't stop. You go for 365. See, this is a dollar a day for 299 days. And then after that, you get
Right.
the remaining time for free. So, this is how I look at it. Is it worth a dollar a day for you to actually have a place to go, to actually get your finances in check, to do
Yeah.
a little bit of yoga, to have a life coach, to have all these six professionals, not sex, because that would be seven, which will probably be something you want to add because, but six professionals, and those six professionals, can you divide a dollar between six people a day?
You'd be looking at 16 cents, I think.
Right.
16 cents a
So
day.
for 16 cents, these people are here for you every single day for the next 365
Yeah.
days.
And if you want, you can always ask them a question. If you want, you have that access, like in the app, you can text a question to them. So what somebody said to me, which is a really cool way to think about it, if I wanted financial advice, you have to go to a bank and you're locked in for a 1 hour
Right.
consultation and they're trying to upsell you and all this sort of stuff.
Always.
Whereas here, you can just ask that one question and get that one answer, or you can just watch the live interviews and ask your question in that forum. So there's definitely more value than just the programs, like the
Right.
community and the asking the questions to experts that you have that access to. Yeah, there's tons of value. So I really like the
Awesome.
way you framed that. That is
Mhm.
awesome, and I might have to steal that. $1
Go
a day
ahead.
for 299 days, and then the rest of the year's free.
The
That's
rest of
awesome.
the
I
year,
like it.
definitely 16 cents per professional
I
at
love it.
$1 a day for 299 days, and then the remaining of the year is free.
I
And
love
so
it.
if that is not going to be tempting for you, then go ahead and do the month by month. See if it's
Yeah,
worth it. Because
totally.
guess what? It's 29 days, and there are usually 30 to 31 days in the month. So you're gonna get one day free, and you're only paying $1 a day. So I mean, come on, you can't beat it. You can't beat
Love
it.
it.
You
I
can't do
love
it.
it.
And the
Um,
link, my link is going to be in the description box because that's what you're going to use to join. Because as there are perks when you refer your friends. So if you refer your friends, then you get something in return,
yeah, yeah,
which is great.
true. You do. So yeah, so go to you have your link there, yeah.
I'm going to have my link
Perfect.
right there. It's going to be right there. It's going to be all over the place.
Love it. Love it. Thank you very much. Perfect.
Thank you. And thank you so much. You know, when it comes to talking with people about businesses, because it must have been, I mean, come on, think about it. You were jumping from one profession to a
Mhm.
totally different profession. I mean, you sold your business and you just went hightail it to something new.
Mhm.
Was that stressful? And tell me, what kind of a tip do you give a person who maybe wants to
Yeah.
do that?
I think that, I mean, I've been asked this question before. Like, I'm in two different situations right now. So when I started my first business, there was no limit. Sorry, no limit. There was no risk. There was zero risk.
Mm-hmm.
I was at that time I was 23 years old. I didn't have any kids. I didn't have a mortgage. I didn't have my professional career hadn't started. I came to Canada with a suitcase. So I mean, I basically had zero risk whatsoever. So starting a business in your early 20s, I would say is like the optimal time to really go out and try something.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm 36 now, so it's a little bit different. There's more on the line. I've got a family, I've got a mortgage, like I have responsibilities. So it's definitely more on the line now. But
Mm-hmm.
my tip would be if you're wanting to start your own business or try something out, I would always say like self-fund. Like start it with your own money. And that may only be one paycheck worth of money or two paychecks or whatever it may be that you've saved over the course of a few months.
Right.
The reason I say that, and I started Fervent Events with $4,000, and this business I'm starting now with the sale of Fervent. The reason I say start with your own money is because you have there's a real value. You understand the value of your money, your
Mm-hmm.
hard-earned money. Like every dollar, every cent that you're going to spend on your business, and you're going to try and market it, and you're going to create materials. It has that feel and touch for it. If you go to a bank and you take out a loan of $10,000 or $20,000, whatever, it almost feels a bit like monopoly money.
Yeah.
It kind of
Until
feels
you have to
like,
pay it back.
yeah, until you exactly that's the thing. Until you have to pay it back,
Right.
you're maybe a little bit more kind of free spending with it. You know, you're
Mm-hmm.
not really fully appreciating the valuation of that money, and you're like,
Right.
oh, I got a quote for. Like you've got $20,000 on a bank loan. Like maybe you only ask for one quote per thing that you need bought. If it's your money, you can guarantee you're going to ask for 5 or 10 quotes from different suppliers because you want to make sure you're getting the best price for what you're
That's
buying or
right.
what you're spending. So my sole piece of advice would simply be start with your own cash. If I had to give one more piece of advice, it would simply be take your time. Like the media loves to glamorize and sensationalize businesses that just blow up overnight. Like
Yeah.
this business that like you'd never heard of yesterday and it's got 1 million customers today. That's the stuff you read about in the media. That's 0.1% of
Yeah.
accuracy with success stories. That's not going to happen. We're not all going to be the next Instagram or TikTok or whatever. What you have to understand is that most businesses, they take a couple of years to come to fruition. So don't put pressure on yourself. Growth is that it is growth over a period of time. It's not overnight success.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I really, truly appreciate it. And I'm going to be using that app. And don't forget, you guys, to go ahead and go to our description box. All that information will be there. The link will be there and it will be highlighted. So all you have to do is click. It'll take you straight there and go ahead and join. Do those 14 days. Get that trial going. I think you're going to love it. I think you're
I
going to
think
love it.
so.
I
I
think
hope
so.
so.
I
Thank you
think so.
very much. Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem.
Thank you for having me, man. This has been
Uh,
awesome. Thanks a lot.
no problem, no problem. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. And until next time, guys, don't forget to what? Dare to be different. Bye. I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare I did.